So this is, I guess, my first video, what you could say, and I feel weird recording. I'm not used to recording, but I want to start tracking how my journey's going because I started about a year ago, but I actually began the agency or company because I'm not really an agency yet. Well, yes and no, since I'm offering SaaS to start, but I guess you could count it as an agency. I started about halfway through November, starting December, so I wish I would have started recording earlier so that I could have, I guess, a time span for that, but I just want to start. I don't know how to get my words out, but how to, I want to start, I guess, journaling, but I don't like writing, so I'm going to record my progress instead. So right now, I've been focused mainly on the outreach part of things. Mm. Focusing on cold calls and cold emails, but cold calls is hard, mainly because I'm scared to do the cold calls. And second of all, the cold emails, it's hard since I guess it's an investment of money, and I guess I haven't taken the risk, and I know I need to take the risk to get to where I want to be, which I have it written down. I want to be at 10K a month by July. I do certainly think it's possible, but I feel like at the work rate that I've been doing, I don't know if I'll be hitting that timestamp. I do want to have a client by February, which I do certainly believe I can do that. And I've been working on my monk mode, but I haven't been able to complete. It's always the weekends when I end up failing, I guess you could say. I was gonna start this video since last Friday, but I've been procrastinating. Well, I didn't procrastinate it. I went out with friends that I hadn't seen in a long time. That was fun. But I don't know, I feel like I'm not working as hard as I should because I started this journey, well, not journey, but recording because of this YouTuber called Joshua Lessard. He's a big inspiration. He's been working as well in the macroeconomic aspect of things. He's been growing, but I'd still say he's a small YouTuber. I don't think these videos are gonna get any views. I hope they don't, because I'm a little bit awkward behind the camera since it's my first video as well. So I guess it's an excuse, but I don't know. Because I feel like what I'm doing is working, but at the same time, I feel like I'm taking too many steps and I'm biting off more than I can chew, which I feel like that's a big problem that I've had, at least when it comes to this industry. So, mm, I don't know, because I watch too many workshops. I do act upon them, but I feel like what's holding me back is myself from signing that first client. It's like in life, it's just me versus myself. I need to, I guess, stop thinking and act on it. Because I tell myself that I'm going to make this cold call, but I always end up with a mental barrier that stops me. I need to stop that as well. I need to take the risk with the emails. I wouldn't even say it's a risk, but spend the money because I feel like in some things I am, you could say frugal, which I don't want to spend my money, but I know I should because it's not necessarily spending, it's more of an investment to my own company, business. So I feel like those should be my top two priorities. Also, because of school, I want to do cold calls during school, but I don't know when. There is collaborative spaces in my school, which is like little rooms where I can do my own work, but I just need to find the time to actually make some cold calls there. I think I'll try that tomorrow. Go during one of my classes, ask to work outside and I guess do the cold calls. But yeah, and also a mental aspect and stuff. I guess I've been off and on with some personal battles, not even personal, just mental old demons that come back and I'm not gonna say haunt, but just set me back, I guess, and slow down my work efficiency that I know I should be working and acting at a certain level, but I'm not due to, I guess it's a bunch of things that come into play because I have been going to the gym, boxing. I have been consistent with those sort of things. It's the weekends that I end up breaking that cycle. I feel like it's healthy to break the cycle, but at the same time, I feel like it's not. I do think I am ahead of 90% of the kids my age since I'm 17 at the making of this. And most kids my age are just out there partying. I mean, to be honest, I wish I could do that as well. I mean, I technically can, but I'm looking at my future and I guess I want to make something of myself at a younger age. For the long-term goal, I want to have my first million in the bank by 25, which in reality, I feel like that's me dreaming small. I feel like I can definitely have higher than that. And for the yearly goals, I have this. I don't know if you can see that. These. I have a Y. So I wanted to write that down. And well, I guess I'm going to be using this to track my progress of how I'm doing. Also to keep myself accountable. I am going to be recording one of these every day, at least during the weekdays. Weekends, that's something I'm having troubles with working on the weekends because I don't know, since I have a daily routine Monday through Friday, which is wake up, poop, shower, do my hair, change, ice my face, make myself a smoothie, work for 30 minutes, eat breakfast, brush my teeth, work for another 20 minutes, go to school, get to school, work for an hour, then sometimes I can work for 2 hours because of my second period since it's a business class. And third period, I usually work during that time as well. Fourth period, I don't work since it's a AP class and I actually have to do class stuff in that class. Fifth period, I usually sometimes I do, sometimes I don't because that teacher actually gives us work. I don't like how my face looks on camera. So inverted. I feel like I look weird, but yeah, I just wanted to say that. And after school, I work usually for 30 minutes, sometimes more, depends. Mondays, my sister has practice Wednesdays as well, so cuts my time short since I'm not driving yet, which when I do drive, feel like my schedule will certainly open up and be a little bit more flexible for me being able to work. But I feel like I also getting sidetracked here. I want to start cold calling as soon as possible. Tomorrow, I will have done 10 cold calls. I have done cold calls before, but not many. I usually end up hanging up myself since I get nervous. and I stutter and choke on my own words. But I definitely will do cold calls tomorrow, even if they're at school. See if I can get 5 at school, 5 after school. And also, I need to get back to my after school routine. So I get home from school, I eat, I'll usually use the restroom, then I'll work for about 30 minutes to an hour, depends on the day. Then I'll shower again, then I'll go to the gym, then I'll come back, eat a little bit of dinner, just like a light snack, some oatmeal, and then I'll go to sleep and wake up early. I've been trying to wake up at 5:30, 5:40 around there. So I feel like that also helps me stay consistent. And I'm about to graduate as well, so I'll definitely touch more on that. I'm running out of time. I want to keep these videos not too long, from 10 to 15 minutes. Nothing past that, since then I don't want to eat all the battery on my MacBook. But yeah, I'll definitely be filming these during the weekdays, probably the weekends too. We'll see about that. We'll see how I progress. So also I have these goals, I guess you could say. Finish cold calling script. I did do that. I finished it. Well, I had my copywriter, Mattia. He's working for me right now. I feel like as I scale, I'll definitely be using him more. I haven't had too much work for him since, well, I'm just getting started and I don't really have a client yet. There's some agencies that, by my time, have already have like they're already making $5,000 a month. Like I know a guy before Jacobus got fired from Educate. He was he was 4 months into his agency and he already had a CMO. He already had a bunch of cold callers, a bunch of sales callers. That was really impressive. I wish I could have gotten to talk to him a little bit more, see if I could learn a thing or two about him. But everybody has their own pace, I guess you could say. So I'll definitely be trying to lock in a little bit more, just put my head down and actually get to working. I do feel like once I get that first client in, it will definitely expand my horizons, and I'll definitely be the first paycheck that I get from the client is definitely all going back into my business. Hmm. I'll definitely have to look on that, but get I got sidetracked. It was make one more gig on Fiverr, which I don't think I'm gonna do that since I'm not really. I focused on inbound for about a week. I wasn't a big fan since inbound's cool, I guess, but I feel like since I'm just starting, outbound's gonna be the biggest form of getting clients. And another thing about cold calling is I need to do it because on one of my goals for the month is leave comfort zone. I have left it a couple times, but not as much as I should. So that's definitely I gotta pick up on those cold calls. And for the cold emails, it's gonna have to be an investment since I've been watching some videos, which is one of them. Finish the AI SaaS day 2. It's like 3 hours long. I'm already halfway done with it. And make my first YouTube video. This is also one of my goals. So that's one of them completed. So I guess tomorrow is just do the 10 cold calls during school or after. Make another YouTube video. And I'm gonna try to be rewatching these. I don't know if YouTubers do that. They rewatch their videos. But I feel like I'm gonna cringe while rewatching this one. But gotta do it. I'm also not gonna be editing these because that takes too much time off my hands. I already don't have that much time to work with, so I'm just gonna post them. If somebody watches them, cool, whatever. But I'm not doing this because I want to have a platform to start off. I just want to track my journey, and this is my form of journaling. So we'll see how everything scales.